Joining me for the coping skills series. We're going to look at coping skills that help us to manage symptoms of grief. And today we're going to talk about why it's important to get outdoors, to get into nature. And there are some physical benefits, but there are definitely emotional wellness benefits too. And the physical benefits many of you are aware of, that if you're out exercising, out moving, out just even doing small exercises and movements like just walking, whether it's walking, whether it's jogging, but just getting out there and moving your body, we know improves your cardiovascular health because you're breathing more oxygen in and breathing out carbon dioxide. We know that your respiratory system is improved, that as you go walking and take in nature, that physical exercise is also burning calories, so it's helping you to maintain a healthy weight or weight loss. And then with that, whether if you're struggling with possible heart disease or diabetes or some other physical ailment, or having some kind of health issue, that just becoming more active is going to help to improve not only your circulation and your breathing and your fitness, but it's going to help your body get what it needs to fight off whatever physical or health issue that you're currently having. We know that when you get out and you get moving into nature, that improves your quality of life, right? That physical movement and interaction with other people and interaction with nature itself is helping you to feel better about life. When you're in your home, sometimes it feels like the space is so small because of the amount of grief and sadness and the emotions that are being experienced. When you get out into the open, now your eyes are physically seeing that the world is vast, right? And it just feels like there's more room to breathe. And if you're even going through periods of sorrow and you're crying, just being outside, outdoors, doesn't feel like it is as intense because you feel like there's more things to help distract you when you're having a higher increase of stress or that sudden onset of feelings of mourning comes on. And being outside helps provide just the balance that you need to distract you in that moment, or to help to reduce the intensity of that symptoms as it's taking place. As you're looking at beautiful scenery, it's helping for you to think about something different. And the other thing that you're seeing is, as you're looking around in green spaces, as you're seeing plants and trees, you're seeing life. And you're seeing things grow and things be renewed, which is helpful when you're dealing with grief, because when you're home and you're inside all day long, you have moments where you're thinking about loss and you're thinking about death and you're thinking about what is no longer. But when you're outside in nature, you're thinking about possibilities, you're thinking about life, and you're seeing how things are able to survive the different times and seasons, and you're being reminded for yourself that there are many ways that you yourself can be renewed, that what you're going through is not something that you're going to necessarily be in the same stage or state of being over time, and that there is possibilities to recover, to be renewed, and that connection, that grounding that happens with nature. When you can physically feel the ground underneath your feet, it just feels more solid. There are times where we feel like things are so uncertain, unsure, and being out in nature and touching the dirt, touching the trees, touching the plants and the flowers are helping you to be grounded in that moment, in that place, and in that experience. And so as you are in beautiful places, looking at life happening, looking at nature itself, you are increasing your sense of happiness, of joy, of connection. And it might be just minor increase. It doesn't mean that you're going to a sudden place of euphoria, but this minor increase of just feeling a little bit better, of feeling like you had a momentary distraction from the intensity of your emotions, is helping to lower your risk of depression, and it's helping you to recover more from the psychological effects that are taking place related to grief. And when you're outdoors, when you're looking at all the different colors and aspects and touching the dirt in the ground, as I would say, or touching the trees, you are strengthening your mental health in that you're thinking about what it took for that thing to be, and you're appreciating what's around you. And that sense of gratitude and appreciation is increasing your sense of well-being, even if it's in minor ways. Now, there has been research to show that depending on the type of community that we're in and the environment that's around us, we take in a different message. So when you're around an environment that's full of greenery and things to see and things growing, you take in a message of life, of renewal, and you have that sense that things around you are growing or building or are increasing. Right? So it's important that you be around spaces that are organized, that are clean, that are full of life, of trees and various plants, because that message is going to enter your subconscious about the wellness, about the peace, about the serenity, and about the beauty of the things that are around you. Now, there's a bonus that you can get from being in touch with nature, and that bonus comes from going outside with a friend, from enjoying nature, enjoying the walk, enjoying the hiking, enjoying just going to your nearest park with a friend gives you the added bonus of increased mental well-being, but not by yourself. You're taking somebody with you, and so it makes it even more joyful. It gives you something to talk about with your friend, something to look out for and experience together, and it becomes a shared experience. It becomes a shared memory. And because it's outdoors and just going for a walk and touching nature and just increasing your physical well-being, you're saving money. You're just enjoying what's already there. You're not spending anything extra. You're not joining any kind of class or club. You're just increasing your physical fitness, but also increasing your connection to nature. And it's helping to combat some of the feelings of isolation and some of the feelings of dread, because you're outside seeing what could be, not thinking about what isn't. And so we need every tool in our arsenal. And so getting out and connecting with nature is another tool in your arsenal to help you to cope as you're going through your grieving process, to help increase your wellness, to help reduce your stress, reduce those cortisol levels, right? To help you physically get moving, and so that you're physically feeling better so that you can emotionally feel better. Thank you for joining me. This is Gessy Martinez, helping you to remember, recover, and recreate your life, and now increasing your coping skills. So get out there and touch nature.